I'm gonna hold your pussy when I say this. You don't really want to be a K-pop idol. Unless you love to be abused. Then, I mean, I guess that makes sense. K-pop idols go through so many things that the average person would not know. So today we're going through what it takes to be a K-pop idol, what they actually go through and deal with, and then you can figure out if this is still the path you want to take. If you don't already know me, my name is Ivy. I've been dancing self-taught for about 8 years, and I coach people on how to improve their K-pop dancing and their K-pop audition. In this video, we're just going to talk about everything that K-pop idols really go through, and you can figure out if this is the path you want to take, because it is very rigorous. It's a very weird process. So yeah, when preparing for comebacks, a lot of K-pop idols don't even sleep. Like, they full on don't sleep. There's days where they go like 3-4 days a week without sleep while they're still performing, while they're still singing, while they're still doing so many different things. Sometimes they don't even eat too, and we all know that because of the diet culture, which I'm also going to talk about in this video. But some K-pop idols actually get IV drips because they're so exhausted and dehydrated. Not IV drips, like my drips, like IV drips, like in your arm. That was a horrible joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Overworking. Now, we all know K-pop idols get extremely overworked for very little pay. If you aren't in the big groups, like the big groups and the big companies, sometimes you don't even get a paycheck. Some groups got their paycheck after like 3 years. Like, I think I believe BTS only got their first paycheck after 3 years. Becoming a K-pop idol is almost like going to college. You know, you go to college, you pay your tuition, you take out loans for it, and then you pay it back over time. You pay off your student loans. That's like K-pop idols, or being a K-pop idol. You need money for them to be able to train you. They're not going to do it for free, because why would they do that? It won't benefit them. But the amount of debt is actually disgraceful. It is, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, even sometimes like into the millions. And if you're not getting paid on top of that, like if you're not from a big group and you're not really getting paid, then guess what? You're not going to be able to pay off that debt because you barely make anything in your own paycheck. So even when you debut, you have like a low percent chance, like probably a 5% chance to be able to even make enough to pay off your debt or even get a paycheck at all. Dieting and beauty standards. This one is one we all know. The strict diets and the plastic surgery. It's bad. It's not good. It's not tea, okay? If you're ugly, they'll make sure you know that. They'll send you through countless surgeries to make you more pretty or make you look more Korean or less ugly. And by the way, nobody's ugly. You're not ugly. You just don't conform to beauty standards. You won't even be able to debut if you don't get those surgeries. And you literally have to be so skinny. It's actually crazy. You have to be skin and bone. Maybe I'll put some examples on the screen, but like you have to be skinny. Okay, you'd have to be able to debut, you'd have to weigh what my little 9-year-old brother weighs. That's how much you'd have to weigh. Okay. K-pop is something that's so globally loved, but if we're being real, we should be boycotting K-pop. Like, we should genuinely be boycotting K-pop for the amount of craziness and the amount of shit K-pop idols really have to go through. We should be boycotting this, like just like we're boycotting Target or McDonald's or things like that. We're boycotting those places. We should be boycotting K-pop and K-pop companies, which some people are, but like the minute that the company fixes what they did, everybody's like, okay, well, it's all fine now. But like K-pop idols are genuinely having to go through this shit, and it's crazy. We should really be boycotting them. And lastly, abuse. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this because I want to keep this video as, I don't want to go too much in depth just for, I don't want to get like my video or channel taken down, but the physical, the emotional, and sexual abuse is actually so bad. It's like, and it's so much more common than you think. I think a lot of people who even know about the abuse, they're like, well, it's only certain K-pop idols from like the really small companies where that's the only place where they abuse their trainees is from the small companies. No, baby. They do it at the big companies too. Okay, I'm not going to name any companies. I'm not going to name drop anybody because I love my life and I love to live it. And, I'm not about to get sued. But big companies do it as well. A lot of, you'd be surprised about how many K-pop idols have come out and actually talked about the abuse that they went through. I think Subin from TXT talked about how he got fucking beat as a trainee, and he was just like, oh yeah, like they beat me, you know, like they would hit us. Yeah, they would hit us. And it was like, it wasn't a big deal to him. Like, bro, what do you mean? You're a grown man. Not even a grown man, you're a teenager getting beat on by your manager. Like, and I don't know if it was Subin. I'm pretty sure it was, but I don't want to assume anything. I really feel bad about them, but like, if you want to, you should do your research about all of this because it's really important. Like, because I'm not going to go too much in depth about abuse in this video, but you should really do your research about this certain category. But I'm trying to keep it short, so that's really all I have for you today. But really be careful, because this is like, you may look at this thing and look at this video and see and be like, oh, but that doesn't happen to everybody, baby. You're gonna have to stop being delusional, because it happens a lot more than you think. So don't be like, it's not gonna happen to me. It's not gonna happen to me. It doesn't happen anymore. It's not gonna happen to me. Let me know if I think there's like a lot of groups and a lot of idols that have come and talked about their experience. And if there's actually any K-pop trainees, like previous K-pop trainees who are watching this video, I actually have been wanting to do some interviews of previous K-pop trainees, just so I can make my content a little bit better and hear from previous K-pop trainees. And so if you are somebody who has been a previous K-pop trainee, or has even just been accepted into a K-pop company past the K-pop audition round, anything like that, feel free to DM me on Instagram. That's really all I have for you today, and I can go a lot more in depth if you want a really in-depth video analyzing certain groups and what they have gone through and the scandals that managers have been found in, K-pop companies have been found in. I can do that. But stay safe and really think of things. Really think of your life and your freedom and your dignity. And if you still want to go into K-pop, okay. If you don't, okay. That's okay, either way. Still love you. But yeah, if you are thinking about doing a K-pop audition, still, I can help you with that. If you want me to judge your dancing, I can help you with that. You can go to my website at yavidancing.bigcartel.com and book either a personal dance analysis where I judge your dancing and give you a 6-week plan on how to improve, or an audition analysis where you send me your audition video and I tell you how to improve that for whatever company you're applying for. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Let me know if you want me to do any other videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.